Every family has its secrets. My story starts with an inheritance of unspoken struggles and hidden strength. Today on our space, living on the edge, a family's unraveling. My earliest memories are fractured, snapshots of uncertainty. I was an infant when my mother first walked away, a ghost in my own life story. The details are painful but necessary. My mother wasn't just absent, she was a phantom that haunted every relationship, every decision I would ever make. When she returned 7 years later, it wasn't a Hollywood reunion. It was a brutal awakening to what abandonment truly means. Homelessness wasn't just a circumstance, it was my childhood curriculum. While other kids were learning about friendship and trust, I was mapping escape routes and understanding the delicate art of survival. I remember nights spent in shelters, the constant negotiation of safety, the way survival becomes a language more fluent than any spoken word. Each move, each decision was a calculation. How to stay safe, how to remain invisible, how to survive. My teenage years became a mission of reconstruction. Every textbook became a ticket out. Every good grade a rebellion against the chaos of my early years. Therapy wasn't a luxury. It was my lifeline. Not the quick fix, sit and chat variety, but years of deep, excavating work. Peeling back layers of abandonment, understanding the generational patterns that had shaped my existence. I became a cartographer of my own emotional landscape, mapping the terrain of trauma, understanding how each memory was a landmark, each scar a story of survival. When I met my husband, it wasn't a fairy tale. It was a strategic alliance of two people committed to building something different, something stable, something real. He saw me, not as a project to be fixed, but as a complete person with a complex history. Our love wasn't about rescue, it was about building, about creating a foundation that could withstand any storm. My aunt's diagnosis came like a thunderclap. Paranoid schizophrenia, words that carry weight, that transform family from a concept to a responsibility. We didn't just offer her a room, we offered her a lifeline. Our home transformed, a carefully constructed ecosystem of support, love, and delicate boundaries. My husband, brilliant, driven, working endless hours during a complex company acquisition. Me, balancing a demanding career with the most important job of all, motherhood. And my aunt, our unexpected cornerstone. At first, it seemed perfect. She managed our household with military precision. My daughter, our spirited 3.5-year-old, developed an incredible bond with her, the kind of relationship that makes you believe in family magic. But magic, as any good storyteller knows, always has a price. My aunt's strong opinions weren't just opinions, they were declarations, delivered with a snark that cut deeper than any knife. Her mental health journey was complex: medication, retirement, a life reimagined within our family structure. I'd learned early to choose my battles, to keep the peace, to understand that family is a negotiation, not a guarantee. The nanny transition was our crucible. Daily meltdowns, my daughter's resistance, her fear of separation transforming into a daily emotional battlefield. My approach was intentional. Transparent goodbyes, building trust, showing her that facing fears is an act of courage. My aunt saw weakness where I saw strength. Sneak out, she'd suggest, as if emotional honesty was a character flaw. When the explosion came, it was volcanic. After a particularly challenging morning, my daughter struggling with school, tears and resistance painting our morning. I intervened, firm, loving, determined. My aunt's words were not just criticism, they were a total demolition. Terrible mom, no common sense. But the nuclear option, the words that shattered everything. You're just like your mother. In that moment, decades of healing crashed around me. My mother, the ultimate symbol of abandonment. The woman who represented every fear I'd meticulously dismantled through years of therapy. And now my own aunt was wielding that history like a weapon. 10 days of silence, a tension so thick you could slice it. Our home, once a sanctuary, now felt like a battlefield. My husband drowning in work, my daughter caught in adult complications. And me, feeling like a stranger in my own life. The decision became clear. She needed to move out. I would help her transition, find her a new place, ensure her stability. But some lines once crossed cannot be uncrossed. Family isn't just shared DNA or a roof. It's respect, boundaries, understanding. And sometimes love means knowing when to let go. My story isn't just about one family's struggle. It's about the complex tapestry of human relationships, about healing, about choosing yourself, even when it means making impossible choices. Have you ever reached a point where protecting your peace meant reimagining family, where love became something beyond comfort? Share your stories, because vulnerability is our shared language. Like, subscribe, and remember, your narrative matters. Until next time, protect your peace.